Hey, what's up? I'm Roger. Welcome back to my channel. No, this video is going to be looking at essential networking tools. So if you are that person who is, you have an interest in networking, you may be thinking about going into the field, or it is that, you have a network at home or in your small business and you want to do some work on your own, you may want to check out this video. So I'm going to be going through essential tools that you need to have for the job. So I'm going to be looking at software tools, some basic stuff that you need to have to troubleshoot networking events that you might be having, and also hardware tools. As you can see on the desk here, I've quite a bit of tools here. So this is what this video is going to be about. Also, I'm going to invite you to check out my previous video. So I recently did a video looking at how to use one of the tools here, which is a punch down tool, to punch down on a patch panel. All right, so I want to invite you to check out that video. So you can click on the link above here somewhere, and you will be able to access that video. All right. Again, before I proceed into the other part of the video, if you haven't yet become a subscriber, I'd really invite you becoming a subscriber. Yeah, man, I really want to get to a thousand subscribers. So, if you hit that subscription button, if you share the videos, if you like, all of those will work collectively to help me to achieve that goal. All right. All right. So thank you again. And let's jump right into the video.
All right, so you are doing your networking thing and you need, apps to monitor what is happening with your network. Then check out these tools. So we have first on my list is PRTG Network Monitor, which has been on the market. It has been on the market for many, many, many years. All right, pretty good. There's also, and of course, this is a paid app. You also have Solaris's Network Performance Monitor. That's a very good tool. On the Linux side now, we have things like IFTOP. Then if you're looking for something like a packet analyzer, something that you can use to monitor also what is happening with your network and different ports on your network, then Wireshark is the go-to tool for you to be able to do that. Next, we have network scanners. We have things like Angry IP scanner. With these tools, you can use them to scan ports on your network, looking for vulnerabilities. There's also Nmap, which is a tool which is native to Linux.
Now that we've gotten the software networking tools out of the way, let's just look at some hardware networking tools. All right. Now let me start at the very beginning. So you have a job that you are called to do, and you need to do initially your initial site visit, and that will entail that will require you having things like tip, because you're going to be needing to measure areas and get these specifications. You'll need to also have things like a drill. I don't have the drills with me here at this location, but you need to have a drill, preferably a hammer drill, because if you're going to be punching the concrete wall can be pretty tough. So a hammer drill would be essential there. Battery operated preferably, because if you have to go like up on a ladder, the distance can be quite high, and to working with a AC drill, it's a corded drill, it can be quite haphazard, right, in terms of you getting the power source. So preferably a battery operated drill. Also, what is key also is a drill driver. The drill driver is what we use to insert and remove screws. All right, so those are some stuff there. Also, what about stuff like this? Yeah, so we're looking at the preliminaries, right? So this is a hacksaw. Yeah, hacksaw. Hacksaw. So plumbers will know this. Yeah, so this now will be used for your trunking. You need to cut the trunk into size. You need to cut your PVC pipe. If you're going to be piping the networking cables, you need to cut those cables to specification. And this is where the hacksaw comes in. And even things like hammer. These are key, because like when you lay in the cables, let's just say that you're going to be affixing the cables to a surface. If you're doing a surface mount, you'll need to use these cable straps, and so the hammer would come in handy there. All right, so those are some preliminaries, and of course, I can't leave out this. So this is a level. Yeah, and yeah, you may be laughing right now. Roger, what kind of small level is this? I tell you, I had this like from before I actually started out in networking. Okay, but when you are going shopping for your tools, you may want to, when it comes out to like the level, you may want to get something that is longer. So how does a level fit in on all of this? If you're going to be mounting a cabinet, so a networking cabinet on a wall, for instance, you want to make sure that the cabinet is level on the wall. So this is how something like this comes in. Okay. All right, so moving on now. So we get here now, and I have them in a pretty much, like a sequence. So this now, here, next, we have the cutting tools. Let me start from the very old school one, which is this one here. Well, I really don't have any need to use this anymore. But earlier on, I got this in a PC technician toolkit, right? It's kind of dull right now. All right, so this is a tool. So this is like a backup, and then you have this one here, which gets the job done. Pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. All right, but I really like using this one especially. This one, the blade is really sharp. Flipping around once, and then that's it. As easy as that. All right, so these are wire cutters, and these really make the job that much easier. Other cutting devices we have things like knives. Sometimes you find, but this doesn't have any. This was like a custom made cable, so this doesn't have that string that normally comes in the Ethernet cable installation here. In a case like that, you would need something like a knife or a scissors. There are scissors to cut that string. All right. Oh, by the way, I have these here. So these are plugs for the wall. So when you do your drilling, when you drill the wall, you punch the wall. To mount your cabinet, for instance, you need plugs to plug those holes before you put in those screws. All right. All right. Moving on. Here I have screwdrivers, and you remember just a few minutes ago or seconds that I mentioned the drill driver. Yeah. So the drill driver that makes the work that much easier also. So and you are inserting the screw or hitting the reverse, and you are removing screws. But outside of that, you have your manual screwdrivers. Now, if the tip is magnetized, that's pretty good, because it means that sometimes you might be working in some areas where it may not necessarily be the ideal situation for you to be holding the screw, and so you can position the screw on it and insert that in the hole that you're going to be inserting it into. All right, so this is if the tip is magnetized, that's pretty much good. All right, and this is the Phillips screwdriver, right? The square in there, and then you have the flat point. Moving on. So now we are here. Yeah, so things are warming up a bit. So we have crimping tools, and this is the old school one. So this again, this crimping tool, I would have had this for like in excess of 15 years. Yeah, I've had this like for years. All right, but it has served me good, given some problem that crimping as it ought to. Right, and this has two areas, so you have three actually. So you have, let me see if I can look carefully. Oh yeah, so here is for the RJ45, and this is for RJ11. You have your cutter here, this area here. All right. Now this other crimping tool, this is a ratchet crimping tool, and the beauty of this is that when you're crimping with this ratchet crimping tool, it does make the job much easier. I tell you, you don't have to exert so much pressure when you're crimping with this. It's a breeze. All right. Moving on. So here we are now. Or what should I move to next? Let me talk about these guys here. So these are network testers. Push that down there. All right. So this tool, this tester, this is another next product. And this tool, I would have had this in excess of 15 years. Yeah, man, a long time. Years ago that I bought this. And of course, it is detachable. And how it works, let me get a cable here. Wind this. So one end goes into this part there, and the other end goes into here. I have to kind of position my head because the camera is in the way. All right, and there. So once it cycles through, if the cable is good, it is going to cycle through each of the cables. So there should be consistency in the cycle. If it skips any, then it means that there's some fault with the cable. And this should be seeing the same thing on both parts of the tester. The light is flashing. I think perhaps the battery may be low. All right, so that's it. For this one here, this one is a little bit more multifunctional. So this, yeah, turn it up, right, upright, yeah. So what I like about this is that, yes, you have 2 ports. You have the RJ45. So same thing like what I just did a while ago. Or that's upside down. Alright, so as I mentioned, once the cable is good, then it should cycle through each of the cables. So with this one, it is actually showing you 8 cables there. Alright. Alright, so it's showing you the event with each of the 8 cables. Alright, so that is that. No, this tester can also be used to test your RJ11 cable. So the RJ11 cable is the, oh, this is a little bit tight. The RJ11 cable is the cable now that is for the telephone line. So this can be used to test that. All right. See that? So this is really that multifunctional. And guess what now? We also have light. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Yeah. All right. So I like this because it is, it's that multifunctional. So those are the testers. What's up next? So we're coming up to the end. So here now, a couple of my favorite tools also. These are punch down tools. And this is dual. This has dual ends. All right. So this end here has this one here has a cut end. You just pull it out and flip it around based on what it is that which end that you want to use. This one here has replaceable end. All right. So these are the punch down tools that you would use with your patch panel. All right, so there you have it, looking at a couple of essential networking tools, both software and hardware, that are key to the field. Please check out my other networking videos. I've done quite a bit of videos on networking. I'm going to be putting a link in the description for not all of them, but the major tools. So just in case you want to get a couple of them, you'll be able to do so with the link I'm going to be putting in the description. Before you go, also hit that subscription button if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel. Please, I want to get this channel up to 1,000 subs. And also the like button. Hit that like button, share the video so that other persons can see the videos, benefit from the content, and also that the channel will grow. All right. So see you again in the next video. I'm Roger. Take care.